Hi, I'm Jeffrey. Welcome to my meditation called I'm Gonna Go Ahead and Do That Now. Funny title for a meditation. I want us to reflect on that thing that we're here to do with our life. I know many of you immediately think of your children, and same, I have a 7-year-old daughter. But when I think about her being the purpose of my life and why I'm here, I think about, is that going to be her answer? Is her reason for being here going to be just to raise her children? And I want it to be bigger than that. I want my life to be bigger than that. I want her life to be bigger than that. So there's something else. There's something else that we're here to do while we're here on this planet. And to me, it's that thing that gives you so much energy. Doesn't have to be in a splendid way or anything abnormal for you, but when you think about it, you think to yourself, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that now. For me, yes, that is my children, my family. For myself, though, it's music and meditation. And it's taken a lot of years to get to this point, but when I think about making music and teaching meditation, I think, yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and do that now. And that's what my life is for. And it's not perfectly clear, straightforward still. It's still got all the doubts and everything in it. And I still don't know how I'm gonna pay my bills, but much is clear to me. I'm ready to go ahead and do this now in my life. So with that, let's begin. Find yourself a comfortable position. If you want to sit still. As a trauma survivor, and as I'm learning recently in my studies as a counseling therapy student, that it's not always great to sit still. For people who focusing on our bodies can be really activating and will not bring us to that place of calm but alert that we want to be in when we're meditating. So if you identify as one of these people, I encourage you to do a walking meditation. Even pacing around the house sometimes works for me. Or moving, stretching, going for a walk outside. I like meditative running, walking, stretching, all of it. And for me, it can be a lot safer than focusing on my breath or my spine. This is, as a little explanation, this is due to the freeze response. So when a person is chronically stuck in freeze, making yourself sit still for a meditation is likely very easy and may even make you feel very good. And unfortunately, this is not a good thing because you're using your freeze response, like you did to survive, to release endorphins, to relieve pain, so that you could get through the moment and survive. But now, possibly when you sit still to meditate, you go right back into freeze response. Your body releases endorphins and you feel relief. But for people like us, the work is in staying with our body and not numbing with endorphins and freezing and dissociating. The work is to be calm and alert and with our bodies, not dissociated from them. So with that little word of warning or decision point for if you want to do a moving or a sitting meditation, find your preferred position and something with a certain level of support and engagement And what that means is enough support in your body and your frame. For me right now, it's the seat of the chair I'm sitting on, a little bit of support on my low back because of this chair. But I'm holding myself upright other than that. And my feet are planted squarely on the ground. I can feel the whole bottoms of my feet. So that's the support. And then that to me, that gives us the calm. That's where we ground ourselves. And then the alert that we're going for when we meditate is holding ourselves upright. And I think one of the easiest ways to do that is to just imagine sort of lifting from the top of the head, right? Lifting from here, then that straightens out your neck and your spine. And staying alert in this position with your shoulders back, many benefits, posture and everything, but it also signals the nervous system for alertness. When we're upright and our shoulders are back and we're prepared to look around, this is an alert position. So that does generate a sense of alertness in the nervous system. Let's begin. Let's take a few deep breaths to bring ourselves to the present. Clear out any built up CO2 in our lungs. Let go of the stress that we're carrying with us into this moment. Feel our connection with the ground underneath us. It's our feet, our legs, our bottom, maybe our back if we're lying down. Just feel the pressure of those points on the ground. Perhaps some slight tingling sensation. Let's come to our breath. Just begin by tuning in. Is it tense? Is it loose? Do we feel tight, constricted, free and relaxed? Is our breath high up in our chest or lower in our belly? If you're having trouble telling, I encourage you to put one hand on each. Feel which one moves as you breathe in and out. It was really difficult for me to focus on the breath for many years, and using my hands on my belly and chest was a very grounding way for me to stay with my breath, to feel my body moving. Let's start to let go of control of our breath. Just a little. And start to just let it be. Just like how we sense our connection with the ground in our seat or our feet. Just release control a little bit more. If we find ourselves forcing our breath to be something that it's not, let's notice that. Oh, forcing. Not to be critical of ourselves, but to be curious. Why am I forcing my breath right now? What do I hope to get out of it? Maybe we address the forceful part of ourselves. Maybe there's a part of ourselves that's thinking about something stressful later in our day or later in our week that's got us feeling like we need to control. Knowing ourselves as human beings, controlling something feels better than controlling nothing, but it's an illusion. All we can ever really control is our attention in this present moment. And that's why we're here, to practice that. Reflecting on why I'm here on this planet, why I am living this life. What is it that I will do while I'm here? Who is it that I will be? Noting any judgment or pride that comes up when we ask ourselves these questions. Maybe we're very certain the answer to the questions and we have a lot of pride in those things. Maybe in this moment is the moment to question them. What if they got taken away from me? What if life changed, as it can quite suddenly? Maybe we judge and condemn ourselves before we even get started. Maybe we've been abused and conditioned to defeat ourselves before we begin. And for those people, I point out that this meditation is the exercise. In these meditations, we practice letting go of how we feel about what got us to this moment. Instead, we just show up for this moment. Because this moment is like this. Maybe we need to give ourselves permission in a new or creative pursuit in life. Or in the recommitment to the longest commitment in our life, or anywhere in between. It's that thing that I'm just going to go ahead and do with my life. That thing that benefits me and the people around me. That thing that it grows and strengthens and heals my relationships and how I feel about myself. This is why you're here. In this meditation, we let go of how we feel about the things that got us here. We choose to simply begin. I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Feel the response from all the parts of yourself, how you feel and respond when you say to yourself, I'm going to go ahead and do this now. How does that feel? Meaning as a fundamental human need and desire, and as something that only ever exists in the past, and as something that can be changed. To put another way, the meaning of events in our life can change. As we consider what this commitment, this vocation of ours might be and what it might mean to us, this thing that we're going to go ahead and do now, as the Hindus know it as the Dharma. We release it of expectations. We don't expect anything from this vocation. We don't expect rewards from living our Dharma, from living our vocation, our purpose. We do it because it's why we're here. Because we know and believe that it's good for us and for the people around us. Because it's our personal way of leaving the world better than we found it. But we can't read the future, so we let go of our attachments to any outcomes from going ahead and doing this thing in our lives. Instead, we focus on the process in front of us. We give our attention to the parts of ourselves that come up as we engage with this vocation in our life. And we take advantage of the opportunity to get to know ourselves. Every joy and challenge and every suffering and every bliss of the journey of living our Dharma. Going ahead and doing this thing now. It's all a part of it, and it's all there for us to learn about ourselves and each other. As we come to the end, gratitude for ourselves, gratitude for our Dharma, gratitude for the past that got us here, and now we let it go because we're going to go ahead and do this thing now. Welcome to your purpose. Thank you for joining me today.